Hi, I'm Jessica Grace and welcome to Pulse Television. Each week we'll be sharing the people, places and culture of the Geelong region. Join us as we uncover the hidden gems in your backyard. On tonight's show we go to Lorne for Amy's Gran Fondo. Nick talks to Barwon Heads Sustainability Group. Jamie visits Queenscliff's Marine Discovery Centre. We check out a local DJ, then local photography. First up, here's Nick at Amy's Gran Fondo in Lorne.
I'm down here in Lorne for Amy's Gran Fondo. What is a Gran Fondo? Well, someone who can tell us what that is Tracy Gaudry. She's the CEO of the Amy Gillett Foundation and she's also on the managing committee for the UCI. Tracy, what's a Gran Fondo?
A Gran Fondo means in Italian great endurance, and it's basically a great big long bike ride where thousands of people come out together to ride together as a great big bunch to challenge themselves and to enjoy a long day out. This is the first time that Australia has seen a true Gran Fondo, and we've put it together through the vision of Simon Gillett, the location of Lorne, which was Amy's favourite training ground, and to bring a competitive element to it as well. And Amy's Gran Fondo is actually sanctioned by the UCI, so it's part of the World Cycling Organisation's one of their most prestigious events around the world. It's one of 13 events in the series, and qualifying from this event enables you to race in the World Amateur Championships next year, so it's pretty prestigious. So about a quarter of the riders today would be saying that's what I want to do next year. When we realised that the UCI was launching a worldwide series, we just thought that was the perfect environment. We know how to race, we know how to put on good races, so we just thought we're going to seek that sanctioning, and we've got this event for 6 years in Australia.
And do we know how the Australian riders fare on the international stage?
Well, we're going to find out next weekend. There's 150. It's the biggest field ever from Australia, and it's the second biggest field from any country around the world competing next weekend out of 1,400 riders. I'm actually going to be over there as the UCI representative for the whole of the world body, and I hope to be hanging medals around Aussies' necks.
Well, we definitely hope that as well. Thanks for chatting with us today, Tracy.
Thanks very much.
I have joining me now Simon Gillett. Simon, can you tell me who Amy was?
Amy was my wife. We'd been together for 10 years and married for a year before the accident that took her life.
So how did the Amy Gillett Foundation come about?
It was just a crazy idea I had at the time, sort of a legacy, a memory, and a chance to try and make things a little bit better on the road, really.
So what are some of the main things that they're campaigning for?
We're trying to tackle more the behavioural side of things. It's things that government find a little bit too hard to do. So we're about attitude and behavioural change, and also backing that up with legislative change to look at what's best practice around the world, and try and implement some of that in Australia to improve the situation on the road.
And so this event that we're at here today, Amy's Gran Fondo, how does it feel for you to go from that dream of having something in Amy's name to having an event like this?
Oh, look, it's just it's a fantastic place. Amy loved training down here. That's one of the reasons we selected this as a location, and it's just amazing to see the support that we're getting from the cycling community. And the great thing about the event is that within the event there's something for everybody. It doesn't matter what level you're at, and it doesn't matter how serious or not serious you are, there's something in this event for everybody.
Well, joining me down here is Phil Anderson, one of Cycling Australia's greats. Phil, you're a patron of the Amy Gillett Foundation. Why did you choose to be one?
Oh, look, I was approached by Simon, actually. Amy's ex-husband, came along and told me about the cause, and obviously spending quite a bit of time on the bike in my past, that it was apropos, and I thought it was I thought it was a great cause. For me, I want to feel safe when I'm on the road, and I want my kids to feel safe. I see where it's gone since the foundation began, and there's been some very clear messages, and I think cyclists are behaving a lot better now. And when it's a safer place for us to ride, maybe some of those car drivers would ride on the road, because that's the number one reason why there aren't more riders on the road.
Phil Anderson, one of the patrons at the Amy Gillett Foundation. Back to you in the studio.
How lucky we are to have such beautiful beaches so close to Geelong. We'd love to see your Instagram pics of our beautiful region. Find and tag Pulse Television on your photos. now here's Nick at Barwon Heads, a town that's all over sustainability.
Thanks, Jess. We've come down here to Barwon Heads where the Sustainability Action Group is on a mission to help preserve Barwon Heads' future. Let's find out more. So I'm here with Faye and Anthony from the Barwon Heads Sustainability Group. Now, Anthony, tell me a little bit about the group.
Well, the Barwon Heads Sustainability Group was started in 2009 and we're a subgroup of the Barwon Heads Community Arts Garden, and we've got over 150 volunteers at the moment, which is fantastic. So
what are you trying to accomplish with the group?
Well, we're trying to just create a better future for everyone in Barwon Heads, really, ultimately, and we've got a range of proposals. The main way we're doing that is through our community plan for a sustainable Barwon Heads, which I've got here to show. So that's the plan. We've got that online available to have a look at, and that's got a whole range of projects organised into 5 separate areas: food, environments, transport, resource efficiency, and community engagement on resilience and strength.
Wonderful. Now, you've had a few successes. You've got some solar panels up on local businesses. How did that come about?
Well, we had an idea that we wanted to see more solar panels being put up around in Barwon Heads, and this was for community groups. And so we applied to the City of Greater Geelong Future Proofing Fund, and we got $5,000, and our vision was to then give that $5,000, 5 separate $1,000 grants to community groups to put panels on the roof of their buildings. And then we were lucky, we were fantastic that we were able to get some in-kind support from City to Surf Solar. They were a local solar installation company, so that meant we got installations on 5 separate buildings around Barwon Heads for community groups.
It's great because the sun is it's everywhere down here on the coast, isn't it? So it's silly not to harness it.
Absolutely.
Now, you've got a bag full of goodies there, things you hand out to the public. Why don't you show us some of those? Yeah,
well, we have a regular stall at the monthly market at the Barwon Heads Market, and so this bag here is actually part of one of our projects, along with the t-shirts and the one that Faye's got on, Let Our CV Plastic Bag Free. And we give out light bulbs, for instance, to people from the community just to come along to the stall. Shower timers, because we know that sitting and standing around in the shower for a long time not only uses a lot of money but a lot of energy as well.
I might be guilty.
And then thermometers for to measure air temperature and water temperature, and so it's got the ranges there on the side of the thermometer as well. So we give those sort of things out, as well as just having a chat and connecting with people.
Raising awareness. It's a great plan. Now, how can people find out more?
Yeah, they can go to the Community Arts Garden website, and there's a link to the Sustainability Group on that website there, and then you can download the plan there, or you can just come along to the Barwon Heads Market and say hello every last Saturday of every month.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Faye. Thank you, Anthony. Thanks for chatting to me.
No problems.
So, Faye, what's the go with these drain stencils?
Well, they came about. Barwon Coast got permission from the City of Greater Geelong to put these stencils on every drain in Barwon Heads as a reminder to people that when they throw away a plastic bag, that's where it ends up, in the sea through the drain network.
Great initiative. Well, that's it from Barwon Heads. Back to you in the studio.